The next train to arrive at platform 2 will be the 1542 London North Western Railway service to
Welcome to this
Crewe,
introduction for the
calling at
West Coast Main
Northampton,
Line, Trent
Battersea,
Valley route.
Tamworth,
This
Lichfield,
afternoon,
Trent
you'll be
Valley,
given a brief
Rugby,
history of the
Trent
route,
Valley,
the stock
Stafford,
included, and what you can
Crewe.
collect.
Platform
You're here at
2
Nuneaton,
for the
a busy station between Rugby and
1542
Tamworth,
London
with
North
connections to
Western
Birmingham,
Railway
Crewe,
service to
Leamington
Crewe.
Spa, London, Manchester, and Stansted Airport, with services being operated by a variety of train companies like Avanti West Coast and London North Western Railway. Your train is approaching the station. Follow the markers over the footbridge to platform 3 and wait for your train to arrive.
Lichfield, Trent Valley, Rugeley, Trent Valley, Stafford, and Crewe. For your safety and comfort, this station operates a no smoking policy.
The Trent Valley section of the West Coast Main Line runs for 51 miles between Rugby in the south to Stafford in the north, following the River Trent. Opening in 1847 by the London and North Western Railway, LNWR, it provides a more direct link between London and North West England and Scotland, avoiding the congested lines around Birmingham. Initially opening as a double-track line, demand on the line meant it was upgraded to quadruple-track running in the early 20th century. As part of British Rail's modernisation plan of 1955, the Trent Valley Line was electrified with overhead wires in the 1960s, allowing electric locomotives to operate at 100 miles per hour. Between 2004 and 2008, the Trent Valley Line was upgraded again, this time to bring the section between Nuneaton and Colwich Junction to quadruple tracks, to allow the Class 390 Pendolino trains to operate at their maximum potential. During this time, the line was also re-signalled and Rugby Station was completely remodelled. In Train Sim World 6, the West Coast Main Line Trent Valley route runs for 108 miles between Milton Keynes Central and Crewe, with an intense timetable with express and commuter passenger services and freight. The route comes with two electric multiple units, Class 350/4 and Class 807, to perform a mixture of commuter and intercity services on the route. The Class 350/4s began running on the line in 2020 to work commuter services between London and Crewe and are depicted in the current LNWR livery. The Class 807s began running on the line in 2024 to work intercity services between London, Liverpool and Blackpool. It is depicted in Avanti West Coast livery. Whilst exploring the route, be sure to look out for plenty of collectibles. Dotted around the route are model Class 807s to represent Avanti's new fleet and to signify the current infrastructure improvements being undertaken on the Trent Valley Line. The narrow boat in a bottle represents all the canals that the Trent Valley Line was built adjacent to. These include the Trent and Mersey, Birmingham and Fazeley, and the Grand Union Canal. Keep an eye out for baked potatoes. These come from a well-known vendor in the Tamworth area that customers countrywide come to taste. The world-famous sport of rugby originated in the town of the same name in the 19th century. Dotted around the route are rugby balls for you to collect. Lastly, be on the lookout for wheel sets. These represent the famous Wolverton Works located near Milton Keynes that attract units for maintenance from all over the UK. All aboard for the West Coast Main Line Trent Valley route. Welcome to this introduction to the Class 807. In this tutorial, we'll cover how to set up the cab, drive the train, change cab ends, and passenger door operations. You're currently at the navigation hub. Walk to the front of the train and sit in the driver's seat. Please follow the instructions to set up the cab. Insert the master key. This unlocks the driving controls. Put the reverser to the neutral position. This controls the direction the train will travel. Turn the headlight switch to the full position. This will let others know the train is operational. The Class 807 features a combined power and brake controller, PBC. This controls how much power or brake force is being applied to the train. The further away from off the PBC is, the greater amount of power or brake force will be applied. The train is now ready for service. Depart when ready for Station 1, where we will learn how to change cab ends and operate the passenger doors. All manual junctions will be set for you. On level grades, you can coast to maintain your speed, reducing energy consumption and stress on the motors. When coasting, always remain vigilant of the gradient, as changes could cause the train to speed up or slow down. Keeping to speed limits is important. If you begin overspeeding, apply braking force by moving the PBC into the braking range. We're approaching Station 1. Begin applying a small amount of braking force on the PBC. Please follow the instructions for changing cab ends. Then we will learn the passenger door operations. To open the passenger doors, use the passenger door controls. Please open the left passenger doors. To get used to the driving controls, perform one circuit of the loop and stop back here. Class 807 electric multiple units consist of 10 7-car units built by Hitachi Rail in Kasado, Japan, with final assembly taking place in Newton Aycliffe, County Durham. Entering service on 26 October 2024, all units are operated by Avanti West Coast on express intercity services from London Euston to Birmingham, Liverpool and Blackpool on the West Coast Main Line, supplementing the Class 390 Pendolino units. The Class 807 units have a maximum speed of 125 miles per hour. However, you must adhere to the permissible speed, PS, and multiple unit, MU, speeds displayed on speed boards, and not the enhanced permitted speed, EPS, that are only for tilting trains. This concludes this introduction. Have fun driving the Class 807.